Welcome back to our new series of videos. Before we start our video, please subscribe, and if you have any comment after the video, please leave it and I will sure answer you. Today's lesson is about solving exponential equations. First, what is the difference between common logs and natural logs? A common log is a log with base 10. So whenever we write log x without writing a base in here, this means that the base is 10, and this is called common log. While the natural log is a log with base e, where e is a number approximated to 2.7181828 and is symbolized by ln x. Some important rules to remember before solving equations. The first one is log a power n equals n log a. This means that if we have an exponent n for a, we write it before the log, so it will be equals to n log a. And log m to the base of m, if we have the same number in the base and the same number here, this is equals to 1. This brings out 1/3 rule, which is if we have log a power m to the base of a, so we have a here and a in the base, this is equal to just the power m, which is the exponent. Ln e power x equals x, and ln e equals log e base e equals 1. Now, what is meant by exponential equation? An exponential equation is one in which the variable occurs in the exponent. So as you see here in the example, 4 power 2x minus 1 equals 64, where x is the variable and x here is in the exponent of 4. So what is the value of x? This is how we're going to solve the exponential equation. How to solve exponential equations? We have 3 steps to follow to solve any exponential equation. Step number 1 is isolate the exponential part. Step number 2, take log or ln for both sides. Step number 3 is solve for the variable. Let's apply for some examples. 10 equals 5e power 4x. The first thing here to solve this equation is to isolate the exponential part. And the exponential part is e power 4x. So to isolate it, we have to divide by 5 for both sides. So 10 divided 5 on the left hand side and 5e power 4x over 5 on the right hand side. So 10 divided 5 will be 2 equals e power 4x on the right hand side. Now to get rid of the e, we need to get the ln for both sides. So whenever we have e, we use ln better than we use log. So take ln for both sides. This is an equation, so what we do on the left hand side, we have to do on the other right hand side. So we'll take ln 2 and ln e power 4x. So ln 2 equals ln e power 4x. So this is equal to ln 2 equals ln e power 4x will be just 4x because this is the exponent of the e. So to get rid of 4, we have to divide 4 on both sides to get x. So x will be equal to ln 2 divided by 4. And we can use the calculator to find the result. Here is another example. 5 power x minus 4 equals 7. Here the exponent part is 5 power x. So we need to isolate it from the minus 4 or the negative 4 by adding 4 on both sides. So on the left hand side it would be 5 power x equals 11. Now to find out x, we have to take log for both sides. So log, and it's better to take log for base 5. Why is that? Because log 5 power x base 5 equals log 11 on to the base of 5 also on the right hand side. The rule that we know that if we have the number 5 here and 5 on the base, this will give us the x, the exponent, equals log 11 base of 5 on the right hand side. Then you can use the calculator to find out the result. Another example, 6 power 3x minus 9 minus 10 equals negative 3. Now the exponent part is this part, 6 power 3x minus 9. To get rid of it, we add 10 for both sides. Now, on the left-hand side, we'll end up with 6 power 3x minus 9 equals 7 on the right-hand side. Now we have 6 power 3x minus 9, so we'll take log for both sides, but in this case, we will use log to the base 6. So on the left-hand side, it will be log base 6 of 6 power 3x minus 9 equals log base 6 of 7. Now, the whole part here on the left-hand side will just be the power or the exponent 3x minus 9 and log 7 base 6 on the right-hand side as it is. Now, to get rid of the minus 9, we add 9 to both sides of the equation. So, this will become 3x on the left-hand side equals log 7 base 6 plus 9 on the right-hand side. And then we get rid of the 3 by dividing by 3 on both sides. So on the left-hand side, it will be x equals log 7 base 6 plus 9 all over 3, and use the calculator to find out the result. One last example, e power 2x minus 1 all over 3 equals 250. Here we don't have to pass by the first step because the exponent part is already isolated. So we just take len for both sides because we have an e. So take len on the left hand side and len for the right hand side. Here is len e power 2x minus 1 over 3 equals len 250. And again, why do we use len? Because we have an e. On the left hand side, this will get only 2x minus 1 over 3, which is just the exponent, equals len 250 on the right hand side. Now we have to multiply both sides by 3. This gives us 2x minus 1 equals 3 times len 250. Then, to isolate it from the minus 1, we add 1 on both sides. So it will be 2x equals 3 len 250 plus 1. And finally, we find out x by dividing both sides by 2, and this is the result.